Hi guys, welcome back to another allotment video, and we're at the back of the fruit cage at the moment and we are laying some slabs, and the reason why we're doing that is to put several water butts that are going to be connected to this gutter that we've run round. Let's go straight down into it and I'll just show you at the front. They should get delivered soon, we haven't got them yet though. Just run basically at the sides and they run all the way round. And then we've got some raised parts there that run straight into them on the middle. John's just been levelling these up and cementing them in. Just some old slabs we've got.
These are old slabs.
Really old slabs, so we're just levelling them up. And we'll do a follow-up video once we've got the water butts in connected up. We're going to connect them all up. So how much water do you think we'll have off the rain?
Quite a bit, because we did a little test, didn't we, on this guttering. Yeah. If it rains constantly all day, probably fill half a barrel up.
Yeah.
A good 100 litres, because we had a little test with the bucket and we've added some bits to our system, so it's working well. So we can have 4 300 litre water butts. That gives us 1200 litres here and 6, so 1800 litres.
Yeah.
That should keep us going for a bit. And just to let you all know, we've got these water butts, like we did our compost bins, from a company called Go Composting. Now they're about half the price of anywhere else, and it's an initiative through your local authority, local council, so it really is worth visiting that site. You might have to wait a couple of weeks for them, but for half the price, and you get the water butt, the tap, the connector if you're buying 2, for your downpipe, and you even get the stand included. It really is good value, so
So it's
might be worth a look.
So yeah, as John says, it's just going to run down here basically, from down that pipe straight down into here. We're going to connect them all up, and we're also moving some fruit bushes that we got in the ground. So as you know, if you've been following, we had a fruit bush there. Melanie's here today. Fruit bush here, and just a little one over there. And we decided we're going to put them in our fruit cage. We'll put them in these things that we've done a quick review on. Got a raspberry in there and the gooseberry already. So these are all going to live in the fruit cage, pretty much. So they're nice and safe from predators, etc. So basically we've just got to, I've dug a couple of these out already, basically we've just got to dig them out and put them in them. And then we're also going to, in their places, we're going to plant those trees over there that we showed last time. So we'll come back to you once we've done all that and show you what it looks like. Okay, so we're ready to plant the next fruit bush that we've just dug up. This is a loganberry. We've kept most of the root ball with it, as you can see. We'll break it apart a little bit.
So this bag, we've literally filled it with multi-purpose compost, and we've also added some soil improver manure, which is apparently ideal for use on beds, borders, helps to retain nutrients and moisture. So that's ideal in bags, obviously, because you need to make sure that you always keep your bags watered, because that's the one thing with containers is the watering.
Yeah.
So now I'm literally going to make a small hole. You don't put these in too deep, but this is a loganberry, and if you see, it's been in the ground for what, about 3 months probably?
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than it was.
And it's a lot bigger than it actually was. Yeah, so I'm literally gonna just tease the roots out a little bit, yeah? I'm not gonna do too much to it, and I'm literally gonna make a hole big enough, and I'm actually just gonna put it in, basically, and that's all you do, yeah? So you put it in, and then just put your soil
just push it down a bit,
mixture.
can't we? Just compact it, yeah.
And then what I'll do is just add a bit more multi-purpose
compost.
compost. And I probably might also just put a little bit more
Manure,
of the
just mix it
manure
in,
in
yeah.
it. And then obviously you need to water it well.
You can put a little bit of what is it, bone meal in
Bone
there,
meal in
just to
there
help
if you
the
wanted
roots.
to.
Yeah.
But bearing in mind, earlier in the year I actually fed these with the trees we've got in the
I
allotment
think that's why
with that.
they're like they are.
That's probably why they're like they
So
are.
it's quite
Yeah. It obviously likes where it's been, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a loganberry thornless, which is ideal. Don't get your hands all
So we've got
scratched.
one more to do. Once we've done that, we'll put them in the fruit cage and then
Well, we've got 2 more to do. We've got 8 in total.
oh, we've got new fruit bushes. Where are they anyway?
We've got little ones.
I'll show you what else.
Yeah,
we've got.
we've got
We've got
3 small ones and a bigger one.
we've got this blueberry here, top hat. We've got red currant, Roland, and we've also got a couple of little ones. Oh, we've got 3 in here actually. And we've also
Obviously,
got
the little ones are going to take a while to
get bigger. Yeah,
get bigger because these are more mature. These
not
plants.
sure where these were bought from. We've got raspberry or gold, blackberry fawn free, and blueberry blue crop, which is different from this one. But with these ones here, they have to be put in a special soil, and the soil is ericaceous compost, because they require a more acidic soil, and you can get that from any garden centre, to be honest. We've got most of our stuff from most of the big ones. So yeah, John's just finished with the slabs at the back here. We'll just let them go off and just tie down with a bit of bark, a bit of a sweep. Have you got anything to add?
Yeah, how come I'm doing all the work and you're filming all the time?
I don't know, someone's got to do the job, haven't they?
No, old slabs. I'll apologise now to the local authority, but needs must.
Oh, they're fine, aren't they? They blend in.
Absolutely. Look better here than on the outside the white art. Put it that way. Anyway.
That's a joke, by the way.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, so we just let these go off. We're going to have, as I said earlier in the video, we're going to have water tanks. We're going to link them all up.
What, four coming up?
4 coming from Get Composting. So
And that should.
it is a good website, because if you're looking for tanks, sometimes you're looking for a few, they'll do them in bundles as well, won't
Yeah,
they?
they do a bundle of 2, and it's such a good value. That shame I didn't know about it before, but so we've got the compost bins from there. So it is a useful site. Get Composting, and we're not getting any commission, or we're not affiliated.
No,
to it or
we're
anything.
not affiliated with them.
Just trying to help people out a little bit, but yeah, we're getting there, slow but sure.
Okay, so we've moved on a little bit. I'll just show you the main event, so to speak. So in our fruit cage, we've got all our fruit bushes, got all sorts of stuff in there. Red currant Roland, some of these we've never tried before. Loganberry, which is a hybrid. Raspberry, gooseberry, blackberry, raspberry gold. Obviously you can buy a few for 10 quid depending where you buy them from. Blueberry top hat, that's the vericaceous soil. Blackberry fawn free. Blueberry blue crop, that's in the vericaceous soil as well. A couple of strawberry plants. That's about it. So we'll just let them fruit bushes just grow in there, be protected from the birds. And we've also planted this apple tree, the orchard style one, the column apple. Planted that in where there was a fruit bush, and then we've also got just check what this one is, a plum tree. It's quite an established tree, and John is just what are we actually planting here?
Shallot onions.
We're planting shallot onions, matador. Just trying them. We set up a new raised bed with a bit of soil and a bit of drainage, some stones and some compost. Just going to try them, see what we get.
See what comes out.
But that's really where we are at the moment. I can show you a few other little updates of what we've got going on in here. Not much in there. One of these is doing right. That's sat in there. That might be lettuce. That's carrots. Not too much going on with that yet, but it's early days, so that's looking promising. And this one as well. That's there. And we just need to get some. That's pea plants in there. We just need to get some proper mesh for these and like a proper structure built. I think John's thinking about building something.
Yeah,
Do you want to say anything about that? Or?
Well, we're going to use some of this mesh we've got left over. Just build some
little tops, and
Cagey
depending what
top
we grow,
things.
it's going to have different meshes, and
Yeah.
because some of the birds and things
Well,
like lettuce plants,
We
don't
can
they?
use this as like protection mesh.
Yeah, this stuff here.
And then if we need to keep like butterflies off it, we'll put some finer
Yeah, that's what I mean. The
mesh
different
on
meshes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this will be on all of them, I think, just to keep the,
Keep the bulk off, and then specialise it with
you know,
whatever we're growing.
badger type.
This will be the main badger deterrent. On top, we'll have mesh, depending on what it is. But
Yeah.
obviously, we're just growing. We've just got the fleece on at the moment, but that's just temporary.
Yeah, because these badgers get everywhere.
So the next video you'll probably see is us installing the water tanks at the back. I don't know when they're coming. They're coming the next few days, I'd imagine. Just let all this set now, and we'll install the water tank. We'll install the guttering down. And the fruit cage doesn't actually have a roof, but surprisingly so, just with the gutter there and the horizontal piece of it, it does collect quite a bit of water. Remember, this is the bigger guttering as well. It's not the small mini line on the shed. So there we go, that's an update. Thanks for watching. And if you like these kind of videos, feel free to subscribe. Yeah.